mad at you because you're just happy and living your life. So when those people get mad, it's like I don't get mad at people. I wish the best for everybody. But when someone gets mad at me, I'm like, I'm not gonna beg for your friendship. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
You're mad. And now the way you're disrespecting me, you want me to apologize or something? Like that's called gaslighting, no?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that word. Yes,
Very much
that was
so.
another
Add
word.
that word. We learned that in 2020. Go
Yeah,
on.
That's funny.
add that word to it.
That's funny.
That's all. That's all I have to say. So when if Mercedes did this to me and I were Jeff, it would be over. It would just be over. I would
You would
stop
not
speaking to
give
you.
multiple chances.
I wouldn't even give a second chance. It would be over. Because what is the point? This is life. You're supposed to have good people in your corner. If someone's not in your corner,
Yeah, but you know what?
just a little bit, they're not in your corner. See, here's the thing. I have people I've been friends with for decades that no one on this pod, like you don't know. I just don't talk about
Yeah.
them, you know? I think a lot of these people in the public eye, this is my honest opinion, they don't have real friends. They don't have real relationships. They're just grifting through life. They're addicted to being on the TV and they want all their friends to be on the TV. Well,
You know
that's
what?
great if you have a real
But
friend on the TV. But if that's your existence and it's all
yeah,
this one, I mean,
I
how
agree.
these people would all throw each other to the wolves. Who
That's what
wants
I
to be
love
a
about this group of chump co-hosts that was in Vegas. We all lift each other up, support each other. We're there for each other. It's this chump family that Jeff Lewis has created, and it's a beautiful thing.
But some people, I think, because they get on television or they have a little glimpse of to what they think celebrityism is, end up getting a bug that they can't shake.
But
Mhm.
it also
And
becomes their whole identity
they become a little cray cray
a lot.
because they think if they're not doing that, they've got nothing else to look forward to. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what were you doing before this? So,
Mhm.
I mean, I just compare it to my own life. I'm a designer. I'm a celebrated designer. I have a boutique. I have clients. I have relationships
Yeah.
and friendships and part of American history. And you've got to have something that you need to be proud of to want to wake up to every single day so that if one
But
aspect of your life that you never anticipated
right.
disappears, which is that television bug,
But other than
Mhm.
you're still
TV,
okay.
you could still do these things and do them on TV, but don't make that your whole focus on TV.
I agree. And you look at someone like Garcelle, who is just like, when she walked away, even we'll read Andy's statement, which I haven't addressed. I mean, the reunion was weeks ago. She
Yeah.
walked out, like she looked around and just said, like, that's how I would handle it. Like you just, and
Can I
she even
tell you what
posted something like,
she was very mad because she wasn't able to wear my gown.
She
I
was.
think that's why she
She was.
walked away from Housewives of Beverly
I
Hills.
think so.
Because she
she
wanted
almost wore your gown in the reunion.
Yeah.
she did. And she's mad at that. That's why she walked away.
I think that was one of the
She
things she
said,
did not
screw all
do.
this. You know what? I didn't get to wear my politude that I wanted. Screw it. I'm not doing the show anymore.
But I also feel like
Oh,
she
I
just
think so.
felt that there was so much insincerity in the friendships and the group in Housewives that she just didn't need any part of it.
I mean,
I agree.
she's an accomplished,
Actress, director,
but
producer.
she's an accomplished human,
Yeah.
accomplished woman, married, divorced, children, grandchildren. And there's so much more to life than just being on a housewife show.
Yeah.
But with that said, it's a beautiful platform that she had to be able to do all the things that she was able to do, the friendships and relationships, and only she knows which ones are, you know, as important as they need to be on camera as they are off camera.
I don't think there's anyone on the stage that's I mean she's unfollowed the entire cast
I saw that. Yeah, I saw
Kathy
that.
other than Kathy and Tilly, but they
Yeah, I
weren't,
saw that.
they're friends of.
Yeah.
Look, I don't, and Andy Cohen, I haven't read this. He made this statement out. He said, I've hosted hundreds of reunions, seen tears, scandals, and everything in between. But the moment Garcelle stood up and quietly walked off stage, just as everyone was getting ready to pose for the cast photo, was something I never saw coming. No warning, not even a glance back, just a calm. I'm not doing that. And then she was gone. And that's when it hit me. This wasn't just reality TV anymore. This was real. When a woman like Garcelle, composed but powerful, chooses to walk away while everyone else is raising glass, you realize something deeper is brewing. This wasn't about a photo, it was about a line she was willing to no longer cross. This was real. This was real.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think too many people, when they watch these shows, they don't understand that these are really people's lives. Like, I mean, you strip all of this away, and Teddy Mellencamp, you watch her on Housewives, and she's now fighting for her life. I mean, these are real people having real problems and real issues.
But they're not portraying a character.
Right.
See, Garcelle, as an actress, portrays characters.
Right.
But in this show, she was her authentic self.
Correct.
And so she can't be something other than who she is. And who she is an authentic human. I know how we value her friendship. I know what our friendship is. I commend her for doing what she did, but it's beyond a business decision. It's a human, what am I willing to sacrifice from myself to continue for a paycheck? It's like a job.
Yeah.
So what, are you going to stay at a job because they're telling you have to do this and you have to do that? No, if it taps into your integrity or an aspect of what you think is not valuable, that you want to teach your children, that you want to be able to tell generations to come, this is what I did, here's who I am, then maybe it's not for you.
I think she did not want to be a part of moving forward a lot of the unauthenticity that is portrayed on screen.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the two things. One, I just don't know. I agree with all that. I still don't, especially for an actress. I don't know why. Maybe I have no integrity. Maybe you're friends with someone that, but I don't know why you can't say. Now, I mean, I'm not, just for me, I would be able to do it. I would say, this is a paycheck. This is a role. I'm playing David today. And I would be able to step into that and know that it wasn't my real life and just go along with it.
No,
And
wait,
we're on reality.
wait.
You can't do that in reality TV.
I'm going to tell you why she can't do that, because she's not a hypocrite.
Right.
And when she sees some of the other characters who don't have,
Who are doing that?
Either
she sees they are doing that.
a
Right.
participant, and she signed up to be her authentic self.
Right.
She expected everyone else to bring their authentic self to the platform.
Right.
And they didn't. And that's one of the problems. The fact that they never appreciated or respected her and her perspectives. They never said, oh, well, I see what you're talking about. You know what?
Yeah.
But you're also apologizing for it. So I appreciate the fact that maybe you believe certain things. You're taking accountability for it. And I respect you for that. They just come at her like, oh, well, you don't know anything. Well, she's above that. And I think that's where you have to draw the line, because it does tap into a different aspect of your human that you're not wanting to compromise.
But I also think, listen, Garcelle she was saying what everybody was thinking on the cast.
Yeah.
She is just the one that spoke up about Dorit and the other things, and Kyle and Dorit. That didn't just come from her. You don't think they're all not talking in the back room with the cameras off about all of this? She just had the balls to admit it and say,
I mean,
this is what happened.
Just because you're having a conversation, off camera, hello, it's leaked. It's everywhere.
Still part of it.
to me, watching that reunion, which is now a thing of the past, I think to me, the two things that really were the nail in the coffin, just to me, were when they were going around and saying what they were most shocked about, and Sutton, her a friend, was saying that she's shocked at how well she's getting along with Erica and how she can't wait to get along with Erica next season. I think Garcelle is sitting there like the one person that I really actually consider a friend wants to be part of this clique with Kyle and Sutton and it's like when you like treat your family like shit. You know, you always like you two. If you two, well, you don't do this, but like if you took each other for granted and like that sexy, like, cool person over there, you're like, oh, I don't need to call him. He's my husband. He'll be home. And not even for sex, just like you want to be like you treat your family like, oh, I'll see you later because they'll be there. I think that was it. And I also think Kyle, I think the whole Kyle of it all, that she's sitting on the couch and
Yep.
Andy is like, well, with all due, you were at a music video kissing this woman. And
Right.
Kyle's like, yeah, we'll like see where my life. And I think she's sitting up there like, you're dating Morgan.